The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd, and tonight's no different. Some confident players coming through the tunnel earlier on. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Derek Lively. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Davis. And for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Turner. And it's Porter in at the one spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here's Porter. From outside the arc, the shot comes out. Irving surveying the floor. Thompson outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thanks, David. Here is Porter after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Drops in the layup for two.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Lively. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 6. Lively with the screen. Irving passes to Lively and finished off by Lively.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
Here's Kuzma, and it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now here is Davis. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Back to Davis. Over Porter. It's hauled in by Trent.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's the lob at Antetokounmpo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis outside. Right side, Porter. Hits it from three-point range.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Davis has the open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Davis has got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Lively's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Davis finds Irving. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
Kuzma outside. Turner against Lively. From deep, Trent gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The kick out to Irving. Outside, Davis. Pass to Thompson. Offline with his three. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Porter against Irving. Basket good. Irving's got his second basket.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. Collins checked in for Milwaukee. Russell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Milwaukee has possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to Porter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
On the wing, Giannis. He's guarded by Davis. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Rollins. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Trent subbed in for Taurean Prince. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 2. The shot by Rollins, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the Bucks with possession here after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. 13 feet away. Good on the bucket. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Trent outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Smith checked in for Turner. Then for the Mavericks, Christie comes in for P.J. Washington. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Russell. 46 seconds left to play in the first. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
.43 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. From deep, Trent. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks leading by 7. Russell passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Trent with it. Can they get it? For 3, Portis. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 9. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Davis. He's out there with P.J. Washington. Russell is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 2 guard. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Smith checked in for the Bucks. He doesn't get the second one. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
And this team wants Davis looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Smith, the pass to Trent. A floater. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Washington passes to Marshall. On the wing, Davis. Over Smith. Rebound by Smith.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
To the inside. Here's Portis. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. throw good, Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Both shots good from the stripe. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Here's Rollins. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Let's get an update on Irving. What's the status, David?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. Oh, that is not what you want to see. And it sounds like it's a serious injury. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Irving from long range. A rebound by the Bucks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Smith. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. And it's Taurean Prince in for Trent. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. Rollins hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Thompson outside. Irving a screen on Prince. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Now here's Prince. No scoring in this one. Fires the 3. Portis had a hand on it. Here's Irving. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Here's Kuzma. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And here's Giannis. After the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Irving. Out to Kuzma. To the middle, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Spins. Outside, Davis. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Giannis outside. Pass to Rollins. Prince the screen. To stop the run. Trains it from beyond the arc. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And the first one at the line is good. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy. The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 9. Irving against Porter. Beyond the arc. No good from Irving. Bucks trail by 15. Antetokounmpo passes to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Thompson outside. Pass to Lively. Davis with it. This one for 3. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Kuzma. Still yet to score. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Excellent recognition from Kuzma. Solid running these screen and rolls.
Lively sets a screen for Irving. Pass to Lively. Milwaukee with the rebound. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Porter kicks to Kuzma. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Dallas. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Mavericks leading by 14. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 24.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Here's Russell. Pass to Lively.
Here's Davis. Off target. That was a little heat check. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Antetokounmpo out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Porter kicks to Giannis. Turner with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 28.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here are the Mavericks now. After Gary Trent Jr. made the last three-pointer. Lively a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Davis. Pass to Lively. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Thompson outside. Giannis against Davis. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Over Porter. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 16-point game. And it's 10-9. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. Thompson passes to Lively. Back to Thompson. Giannis against Davis from the baseline. And no good that time. Great D that time from Giannis. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Now here's Davis, and he has 28 points for the game.
And this is all you can do if you're the D. Davis is an elite talent who converts those tough shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Porter against Irving. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Porter. And the Bucks miss again. Dallas leading by 18. Thompson is double. Pass to Lively. Outside, Davis. Connects from three-point range. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's always a good sign when the three is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game. And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now Porter after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in.
Number 25, P.J. Washington.
Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on Washington. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, this is where Miles Turner excels. Set the screen, roll to the basket, make sure your hands are up and ready to receive.
Thompson is double. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kuzma. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Outside, Davis. Lively a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Davis. Dallas again missing. Bucks trail by 15. Giannis high post. Washington's on him. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Washington finds Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Porter. Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Bucks. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Giannis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Russell in for Irving. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Mavericks leading by 12. And Thompson kicks to Davis. And stolen by Prince. To the paint. He's looking for Giannis and finds him.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Russell passes to Thompson. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Turner. The Bucks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Turner with a screen on Davis. And to the Kumbo inside. He's guarded by Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Prince's shot is good.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Washington. He has yet to score.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Out to the wing. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. The shot by Rollins, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Mavericks making the shot.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Then for the Mavericks, Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for D'Angelo Russell. And the second free throw, good. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Washington. Inside, Gafford kicks to Irving. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Big men on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Dallas.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And the first one drops. And Portis drains both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Irving passes to Gafford. And here is Washington. Pass to Irving. Lets it fly from 18. And he hits the jump shot. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
You are not going to find too many better in the mid-range than Kyrie Irving.
Prince with a screen on Irving. Here's Rollins. Banked in off the glass. Mavericks leading by 8. Now Irving. Driving in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, how about the speed at which Kyrie Irving comes at you on the drive? This is why he's able to draw so many fouls.
And that one falls for Irving.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Caleb Martin's checked in for Washington. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And the Bucks with possession here, trailing by 10. Rollins the pass to Green. The Bucks working the ball around. Irving against Rollins. Over Irving. Here's Prince. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Prince.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Prince. Here's Irving. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Green. Prince, the pass to Rollins. Over Irving. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Christie. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rollins. Back to Prince. effort against Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Mavericks leading by 10. Marshall dishes to Irving. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. High post try. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Rollins against Irving. Up top, Portis. Green passes to Rollins. And it's Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Gafford, great D that time from Portis. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Rollins. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Green. The three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The kick out to Irving. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Green drives in, and the basket is good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see those moves. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Oh, that's nice.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here is Irving. Davis sets a screen. Defended by Trent. Pulls up on the elbow. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee. Davis with a screen on Porter. Pass to Davis. To the right side. Lively finds Davis. Outside Irving. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Antetokounmpo passes to Turner.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Bucks, Miles Turner. Taking two shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, Miles Turner has a lot of value in today's NBA. This guy's got length, athleticism, excellent shot blocker. He can space the floor with the ability to make those jumpers.
So he can't get either to fall. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Loads it up for Giannis.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Lively finds Irving. Guarded by Kuzma. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
Elbow. 2.
At the line for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Lively a screen on Porter. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Kuzma, that's good.
Kyle Kuzma stepping up and getting it done.
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Going inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. Davis kicks to Irving. Irving double team. Dallas moving the ball around. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And he commits the intentional foul. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 23 seconds left in the game. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Porter dishes to Turner. And here's Giannis from outside. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Porter passes to Antetokounmpo to tie it up. The 3 won't fall. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Fires from way outside. Misses the shot. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, AD. Things got tight down the stretch. What enabled you to close it out?
We just wanted to, make sure that we keep playing with pace, get some stops defensively, and they made some shots towards the end. But we just want to make sure that we come out and play defense every night. Get back to being that defensive-minded team, and get stops and run.
It was a great effort down the stretch, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.